I mean, it's really neat that we finally made it. Like you said that, but it really took, it was very complicated.
Yeah, it was not easy.
Delta canceled a certain flight that flies in, and then you can fly to certain islands, but then those certain islands can only fly to this island certain days of the week, and it's crazy. We're very close to the United States in a sense, but it's very complicated.
It's very complicated.
Preaching this on Sunday morning, you're going to be so hot, you're not going to be able to make it.
Salutations de la Martinique. I'm pretty sure that I butchered that, but Stephen is in a meeting and I wanted to be able to share a little bit about what we've been doing here this past week. We were invited to come to present Global University to the French-speaking islands here in the Caribbean. We got to have a meeting with several of the pastors the other morning. There were 12 pastors from Martinique and actually a pastor who was here from Canada. And so it was really neat to be able just to talk to them, hear their heart, hear what they're wanting to do with theological training here in Martinique. I think I have a visitor. Bonjour!
Bonjour.
Do you have a minute?
Let's leave in about 5.
Okay, great. And we're all packed, so.
Salutations de la Martinique.
You definitely said that better than me.
Well, I've spoken French for a little bit longer than you have.
It's true. His French is pretty great. Today you preached in like, I don't even know, including Greek, did you use like 7 languages?
Including Greek, I used 5 languages today.
Okay. Might as well have been 7. I was following along though, so probably can't tell on the camera. We're like, we won't be glistening.
Sweat is like beating up all of our bodies. I just finished preaching about 30 minutes ago and I literally sweat through my entire shirt in a way that I have never done before, even in Africa.
I know, he got up there. He's got this gray shirt on. Here, lift your arms so people can see your stains.
It's just
I was like
a little bit, but it was even worse before.
Anyway, what did you preach on? It was really good.
I preached today on a message that I entitled Patience, God's Working Behind the Scenes would basically be the translation.
I knew one of his illustrations and where he was going, but then at the beginning of service, he's asking Pastor for a cone.
Yeah,
and
a
I'm like,
cone.
So how did you say it?
On cone.
And cone. And I'm like, does that mean cone? Like, what?
Ce qu'il y a des travaux spirituels encore. Troisième.
I just use that as an illustration that spiritually speaking, the Lord often puts up cones in our life to indicate that He's doing something and that we have to persevere and hold on by faith even when there's moments when it doesn't look like anything's happening in so many people's lives as they give up prematurely.
God, I think a lot of people felt that way when they came to the altar today. We were talking the other day and apparently there's like about 4,000 youth of a population of about what, 350,000?
350,000.
Who leave every year, leave the island.
They're looking for better jobs and Martinique doesn't have great jobs, so they go to Canada or to France or to other places in Europe to earn more money and get education.
Yeah.
There's a huge need to raise up a next generation that can replace the current team of pastors. They were telling us 1/3 of the pastors will have retired by next year, and so we are looking to replace them. And
hopefully we can do that with Global University and help them up a bit.
Yeah, so we sat down with 3 of the main pastors here on the island, and all 3 of them had lived in other countries or were from other countries, and all 3 had a similar experience of God calling them here to Martinique. Almost at the same time.
Yeah, it was really interesting. I mean, one guy was kind of close in age to us, fairly, and he's French, and he felt like God was speaking to him about Martinique, and then he met his wife, who is from Martinique, on vacation, and now they live here. And
and one of the cool things also about Martinique is that it's strategically located for so many other French areas around here. So you have Guadeloupe, you have Saint Barthélemy, you have French Guyana. This whole area is actually called the Antilles Guyane in French, the Guyanese Antilles. So a lot of French speakers. So the idea would be to develop this center to reach out even beyond Martinique.
Kind kind of the only downside I would say, like, I've kind of been concerned about Zika a little bit. I'm like,
This is my useful mosquito rocket. It's electrified right here. You push the button, electricity goes through it, and then you swat them. So I get crazy and go running around the apartment trying to kill them. It's lots of fun. It's like playing mosquito tennis.
Yeah,
there you go, the torch. Yep,
so
it's
he kind of
pretty cool
likes
deal.
it. I got several of them. I was pretty proud of that.
Yep.
But probably the craziest bug situation was we're in prayer the other night in church, and then they were praying this younger lady, and she's like praying for her daughter. And just like the sweetest thing.
All of a sudden, out of the blue, this bee goes and hits her, and she goes, ah! I was actually praying.
I was kind of watching because there had been another bee crawling on the floor, so I'm watching that bee, kind of with my head down and like listening, and then all of a sudden she screams.
The moral of the story is, if I pray, you get stung by bees, so be careful.
No. So that's our story from here in Martinique.
Au revoir, à la prochaine alors. Oh, there's a mosquito!